Vocal warm-ups. Do I do vocal warm-ups? Not as often as I should. To be quite honest with you, I don't even take care of my voice the way that I should. I don't take care of my voice the way that I should. And that is horrible to admit to my supporters that are watching this. Vocal warm-ups though. The very first time a vocal warm-ups was even mentioned to me was by Yvonne Hits. Huge shout out to Yvonne Hits. Yvonne Hits was my only piano instructor. And under her tutelage, I learned sharps, flats, I learned complex chords, and I learned technique. And it's still applicable today. One of my first as an artist, as I got older and I started to mature as an artist, I started to research the vocal coaches of celebrities. And I remember talking to Uncle D about when he met Daryl Coley and the exercises that Daryl Coley did, you know, for breathing, right? So that, you know, those are for those, you know, y'all know Daryl Coley. If you know music and you know vocalists, Daryl Coley, top tier, say the least. So anyway, so I started, the more I started to mature as an artist, and the more that I started to tap into my instrument, I started doing research. One name that came up a whole lot was Seth Riggs. Seth Riggs, Michael Jackson's vocal coach. He was everybody's vocal coach. But on YouTube, I found some recordings where Seth Riggs was vocal training Michael Jackson over the phone. So I would take some of those exercises and I would practice them at work, I would practice them at home. And then there was another one, another guy that I found who was great. His name is Jeff Roca. And he has a whole bunch of videos on YouTube, like for baritones and for tenors and for first tenors. So I would practice those. I would practice and warm up with those guys and just, you know, not perfect the technique, but practice the techniques whenever I felt like it, and that's not cool. The first time I took a vocal warm-up or training session seriously is by this cat named Eric Arsenault. Eric Arsenault is originally from the city. Man, huge shout out to you, Eric Arsenault. We grew up together in the city of New Orleans, and he is by far one of the top tier vocal instructors in the United States. And I reached out to him, and he had a training session called The A Approach, The Arsenault Approach. And I learned so much. From there, I learned how to control my falsetto. I learned how to make transitions from high to low. You know what I mean? And that was one of his exercises, actually. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do vocal warm-ups. I don't practice them religiously as I should. And this is so disheartening to even be this transparent with you guys like that. But I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get back to it. The only time I really warm up is like if I'm recording in the morning, and I'll just put on my favorite, songs or whatever, and I'll just vocally exercise, loosen up everything, get all the phlegm out and all of that stuff, and next thing you know, I'm recording hits.